Okay, can anybody hear me right now? This is a test. Can anybody hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me right now? This is a test. Can anybody hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me right now? This is a test. Can anybody hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me right now? Test. What I'm going to do is a short lesson with a test for those using Think or Swim. What I'm going to do is a short lesson with a test for those using Think or Swim. How many members in here now are using Think or Swim? How many members in here now are using Think or Swim? Okay, good. I just need you to understand that there is about a 3 to a 5 second delay on everything that I say till the time you receive it. I just need you to understand that there is about a 3 to a 5 second delay on everything that I say till the time you receive it. Even in AK-47 in his room, there is a delay there too. Even in AK-47, there is a delay there too. Okay, let me work on the. Let me get rid of the volume. Okay, let me work on the. Let me get rid of the volume. Get rid of the echo. I think it's gone. Can you hear me now? Okay, low static noise. What I did is now I have a headset on, so there's no volume coming through my speakers to me. I'm doing a test on my microphone. Seems to be working. This is why I have to keep testing this until we can get this right. How about now? Was there any change? No. Yeah, I hear it now. Sounds okay. Okay, Joey, so when you listen to me now, you're telling me it sounds okay? Seems like it's only you and me, Joey. Everybody else seems to have split. Joey, you still here? Erwin's here. Erwin, tell me how the sound is. It's important. I need to get some feedback. AK is clear on my system. Okay, but right now I need to deal with my system, not AK. I understand AK is clear. He's been doing this a long time. He's worked out a lot of the bugs. I'm coming through. Okay. Wondering is, let's see if I move my microphone and it's not maybe too many monitors, too close. I'm trying to make some changes to see if it works. No echo on my end. I said that they'll let you know the problem is not on my end. I got you, Erwin. Okay, how about now? I just made another change. Is there any difference? All right, I'll have to work on that. Is it very bad or something you can deal with right now? You say it sounds a bit louder. It sounds a bit louder. No, there is no fan. Hello, Doc. No fan. Somebody else told me the same thing. Said sound like a fan. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, do you still hear the fan noise? Excellent. There was a fan on the other side of the room. I can't believe this microphone would pick that up. All right, this is good. We're making a little progress here. All right, out of the TOS users that are here now, do you all have the scanners and the different charts that I make available for free? Did you hear that? I asked if... Okay, I'm going to give you, right now, I'm going to go find the different links that you will upload through TOS. Just give me 30 seconds and let me go find them. is it? TOS. Now I got it. Control C. That's not it. Hold on. That's not it. I don't know how that came in there. Give me another second. I'll go back and find it again. Here we go. Okay. I need you all to take this, what I just put in here, copy that from the TOS MX, from the big chart, all the ways down to the 6-in-1 chart. And put it in some sort of a Word document or a notepad that you use, and then I'll show you how to take each one individually, and I'll show you where you go to set this up. Okay, Erwin, I'll talk to you later. Money bags. You gave me one of my first scanners, I believe, about 3 years ago. Is that the right one? Okay, what you will do now is you'll copy one at a time the tos.mx/JGRRPKF. And what you'll do, and I can't show you on this chart because when I bring it over to the monitor, it takes that part away. But you go to the top of the page. On the right side where it says Setup. And what you do is you open up Setup. And the second one down says Open Shared Item. You open that up and you'll see a box that says Shared Item URL. You take the first one, put it in that box. You must use Control V. You'll hit the preview button and then just hit import. And you will do this 5 times, 1 time for each chart. The big chart, the after hours scanner, the daytime scanner, the morning scanner, and my 6-in-1 chart. Moneybags remembers about 3 years ago, he gave me one of my first scanners and helped me out to learn how to use it. And here I am today, and he's in the room, and I'm showing you all thanks to traders like Moneybags. We'll install it. Okay, that's fine. What I'm going to need you all to do is to go through that and install it. And what I was going to do is start, after you got it, how to open up the big chart like you have on your screen right now. Now, if you look, what I've done, you can see like there's a watch list. And I've done is set up that watch list to the big chart. So no matter what stock I want to look at, I just click on it, and you see it just changed to Zynga. Now I can go back down to BT, whatever stock I want to look at. So you don't have to type it in each time. So in the morning, I will teach you how to bring in all your top pre-gainers and put it into the bottom of the watch list and get rid of the ones on the bottom that are no longer needed. Now, you'll see also on this page you have 6 different tools. You have level 2 down here. Not the greatest, but for what we need right now and for our purposes, it's useful. You also have the news for whatever stock we're looking at. I've also put in, where you see these arrows, is a tool called a Ttm Squeeze and a Ttm Scalper. And I'm going to eventually show you how to use those. I'm also going to show you how to set up and use like the MACD. If you look here on the chart, it'll show you all the moving averages I put in, whether it's a 50-day, the VWAP, the 13-day, the 200, and like Matthew was talking about last week, you can add an 8-day, and you can add a 20-day. All you need to do is go into this here where it says study, and you type in let's see, that would be SMA, and you see it says momentum, simple moving average. Let's see if it comes up that way. There it is, simple moving average, and you would click that, and you would add the selected right there on the bottom, and we would open this up here, and we would change this to an 8-day and just say OK. So now we will have an 8-day on our chart. So if I look at it, and I believe it'd probably be this one here, and if I double click on it, there's my 8-day. What I would do is change the color so it would be different than maybe the colors that I have in there already. So I might make it, let's say, green. Say OK. Apply it and say OK. And now I have a darker green line. This one here that runs with the stock is the 13 EMA. So I'm just showing you, you use it from right here with this equities where you want to add things. And if I don't want to use the 8-day, which I don't, I just take it out and apply, say OK, and now it's gone. So now you're learning how to add to the studies. Now, if you want to add the Ttm Squeeze to this, you go back up here where I showed you to the shaker, and then you go into here and you type in TTM. Now you'll see one says Scalper Alert and one says Ttm Squeeze. I would add them both. I already have them, so I'm not going to add them. And then you apply it and say OK. And that's what this looks like here. What this does is it tells me when I should short a stock or when I should go long on a stock. But you have to remember, and you have to watch it for about a week so you learn to understand it, that there is a delay about one candlestick. That's about 1 minute. But if you check out a stock that's moving rapidly, and let's take one today like let's see. If I put my to the top, there is, I can't see that stock. Okay. Like BBLG, so you see if you had gone down 1 minute, you still would have done well on it, but there are other stocks that are better examples than this. I'm trying to see which ones. Oh, I go in my green. See, every day when I come in, I put the highest percentage stocks to the top. And one thing about, you always have to adjust things to get your full balance of what you're looking at, whether it be the volume or the percentage that the stock has risen or the gains that it will lost. Also, in here, we're going to add into your watch list what's called an RSI. The RSI will be totally correct for what the RSI is, instead of having it down here in your chart, because that has to only work when you have a daily put on. Now, how we make changes in the watch list is simple. We go up here, and there's a little asterisk star right there. And we open that up, and we hit Customize. And if you'd like, you can put in what I put in. I have symbol, last, mark percentage change. Now, the reason I use mark percentage change instead of volume percentage change is because in the morning, there is no percentage change. So the mark percentage does work. No, so there's no percentage change in pre-market, but somebody showed me how the mark percentage does work, and it's so close that now I just use the mark percentage. Then below I use the volume, the RSI, and then HTB, ETB is for people who are shorting stocks that's hard to buy and easy to buy. And for those of you that short stocks, what I'm going to do is give you a list eventually, maybe the next day or two, of about 200 stocks on TOS that are always easy to buy, easy to short. So days that we are trading, that when it's slow, we can bring the list up to the highest point. And I'm going to show you an example right now. Okay? I'm going to close this out. And if I go into default and I come down to personal and I bring it down to shortable stocks, see where it says ETB? This whole list, every one of these stocks is shortable all the time and free from Thinkorswim. And every time I put new stocks into my other list and I check its ETB, I always check to see if it's in my shortable list. And if it's not, I keep adding. And sometimes some will disappear. Like you see the space right here? Taco now is not shortable. So every now and then you'll lose one. So what I do is I go to Taco, and I'll go like that, and I'll get rid of it. And now it's gone. And now I'm going to go back to my personal, and use my default. And this is today's stocks that we're watching. Do I have any questions so far of what I've been showing you? I know there's not a lot of people in the room right now, which is good for you, because I was really just testing today, and I wanted to be sure that you were able to hear me without any background noises. And this is pretty much the first time I've ever been live streaming to the traders in this room. And I just want to thank all you that are putting up with me today. I hope I'm doing a good enough job that you can comprehend this. Okay, I'm back. I just had to leave for a second. That's awesome. Thank you for explaining everything well. You're a good kid. I'm a good kid, John. I'm going to give you some more cooking lessons. Do you guys have any questions or anything else right now that you want me to go over? So for those of you that have uploaded, how long I've been using TOS? From the beginning, 4 years. Okay, and like I was going to say, for those of you uploading, you can go back up to the setup if you've uploaded every of those 5, and you can bring down the setup button, and you can look below where it says Delete Workshop, below there, and it should show one big chart, 6-in-1 scanner, and then I'm going to have to show you where to find the scanners themselves. There's 3 different scanners. I use one for the morning, one for pre-market, one for daytime, and one for after hours. This month, January 2nd of this month, starts 4 years that I am with TradeCaster. For some of you who have been here a long time, you may have known me before. I used to go under the name of ScooterPie 64 and then ScooterPie 65. But unfortunately, ScooterPie got a little older and I became the active trader. And when I get too tired to do all this, I've reserved the name Inactive Trader. But that won't be for a while. Not till you folks retire me. Now, once you download this, because I wanted to go over more to show you that in this chart you have the watch list, you have the chart, you have the Ttm Squeeze and the scalper, you have the MACD, you have news, you have the level 2. These 2 buttons here are just for limit orders only. Up here you have the time and sales, which is live, okay? And this area right here is called the, where's my button? Is the active trader, which is where I got my name from. Everything is good. Now, this is a good trick I want to show all you right now that a lot of folks who use TradeCast, who use TOS don't know. How do you buy a stock or sell a stock and at the same time put in a stop loss? You go into the middle of any chart. You hit your right mouse button. You bring it down to Buy Custom. Now, you'll see here, I have set up already with stop, buy 500. This is after hours, EXT, or morning, so that's pre-market or after hours. Here you see it for 100 shares. That's for maybe stocks that are a lot more expensive that I don't want to buy or can't afford to buy as many. Also, to sell, you see short 500. So if I want to buy a stock right now and I want to have a stop limit already in it, I hit this button right here. And you can see, like right now, that stock, whatever stock is in there in the chart, will automatically come up. So you see buy 500 of Zynga. Now right now the price of Zynga is different, but the minute I unlock this, the price will be exactly the price that's floating in the price right now. So all I'd have to do is hit the confirm button, and you see I already have it set up for 25 cents less. So I have a stop loss of 25 cents less than where I paid for it. So on 500 shares, I'm saying that I'm willing to lose $125. Now for right now, I'm going to delete this for a second. I don't want to buy that. But let's say right now I want to buy a different stock, and I want to go to, let's say, RELI. You see RELI pops up here. The minute I go to open this up, I got to get rid of this. I got to close that. The minute I go now with RELI in there, and I go to buy custom 500, automatically comes up with RELI. So whatever stock I have in my chart is the stock that's going to come up, and the stop loss is already in there. The only thing I haven't done yet is set up, and I'm going to delete this, but it's very similar. You can buy custom. All right. Now, when you go into buy custom, and let's say do 500, I can go in here, right here, and I can change this to a trail stop. But once I do that, it's going to change some numbers down here. So I've got to reset this up to where I want it with the stop loss where I want it. Okay. And right now this is incorrect because it's showing the stop loss being more than you know. It's almost like I'm shorting it. But if this was a short, the sell would be first and the buy would be second. Okay? There's a lot of work that we have to do over the next few months, and I'll be teaching you all this one step at a time. How does that sound?
All right, team, I want to jump back on the mic here for a second, just because, number one, Steve, starting to climb its way back on up. I know a lot of traders forgot about BBLG, but this is the number one trending stock play of the day. And guess what, Steve? I don't think BBLG is going anywhere. So make sure that you guys are ready over on the play. BBLG.
Unfortunately, a lot of traders today go in and they buy a stock and have developed some bad habits. Me being one of those people, where we think that we're going to put a stop loss after, and unfortunately, if you're an eagle scalper, sometimes you're only in a trade for 4 seconds. It could be 18 seconds or a minute and a half. You don't have time to put in stop losses once you put in the trade. So we need to learn how to do this correctly from the beginning. Is there any more questions? Because right now I was just doing a test to see and find out how I was coming across, if my volume was good, if there's any more static, if there's anything you hear on your end. I need to know this. It's important. So we get this really right. The layout for this, by the way, it's customized by me. It's I call my big chart. And it has the watch list. It has the chart. It has the MACD. It has the Ttm scalper. It's got your level 2. It's got your time and sales. It's got your active trader. And I've customized the top part, let's see, through here to make it easy. So when you want to do a buy, you've got 100, 300, 500, and I usually do 500. But if I want to do 200, I can go to 100 and hit the plus, or I can go to the 300 and hit a minus, or if I want to do 250, I have to type it in and just type 250. And that'll change it everywhere on the page that I've shown you. Here, here, here. You only have to change it in one place. You know, and if you want to do custom, there's places here to do templates. I don't really use that area. It's very similar to what's in here. If you need to customize anything in here, you can change it through here. All right. Everything is pretty simple on TOS. And later or tomorrow, I'll be showing you the scanners. And I also want to show you when I use two monitors, I use this big chart to my extreme left. But when I'm buying, I buy from another chart that I call 6-in-1. And for me to show you that right now, I would have to, let's see if I can bring it up. Okay, let's see. If I give me a second, and I'm going to delete some of this. If I take this out, I'm going to leave the watch list, and I'm going to detach this from where I'm at now, and I'm going to bring it over. Here it is, detach. Okay, now what I'm going to do. Okay, the problem is this doesn't fit, and it's very hard to get it in the way I want on this monitor. It does not always work. Let's see. That's the whole page without the watch list, but there's things missing on the side here. Let me take these off. I don't want to buy anything by accident. There should be stuff on the sides here. This monitor does not display it all. Sometimes when I bring it down, it'll come up. Let me see if I can find one. No. It's a little difficult. I realized that before. This is not the right. So this setup is correct in here. So you have a chart. You have your level 2. You have your limit orders. This is your market orders. And this is your time and sales. And I just used those 4, but I have 6 of them set up with the watch list at the end. But unfortunately, I haven't figured out there's a problem with this display where I get them all in there to work properly. So I have to work this out, or I may have to get a bigger monitor. It's just not working. I just can't get it to work right now. That's why I had the other one all set up. I'm going to take that out for now. But I use 2 watch lists. One watch list I use with the big chart in alphabetical order. So every day I come in and I do this, because if I need to find a stock real quick, I can find it by alphabetical order. In my 6-in-1 that I was just trying to put together, what I do is I leave it with the highest percentage. And either way, when I hit a button here, it'll change the chart. But unfortunately, I cannot get this in the way I want. It doesn't display properly. Okay. See, it still says Scooter Pie. That's how I originally set up my account. Okay. I can't get it to work right now. Little difficult. I don't want to. Let's get rid of it. Bingo. Come on. Go. I just wanted to put myself out of. I didn't. Did I? Uh-oh. I just did. I just knocked myself out. Oh, my Lord. Okay. I was afraid of that. Like I said, I'm still trying to work out the kinks with this, so it's a little difficult at times. Hold on 1 second. I gotta click back in here again. I knocked myself off. Any questions so far? Can anybody hear me? Sounds good? Okay, I'm trying to get this to open. Give me a second here. Oh, I knocked you off again. Oh, there we go. I'm here, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's been the problem, was getting that to display properly. Oh, okay. I don't want that one. You go back to charts and charts, and that's where we were back before. Now I've got it back on the display, but I don't know if you can see it because it's not on the page. I can't get it in here. Okay. Attach. All right, I got it now. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. This is so much harder than it looks, especially for me. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see if I can get back to the chat room. Here we go. Am I back? Can you all see the big chart again? Okay, what I'm going to do one more time, for those of you that got here late, I'm going to post the charts and the links for the charts and the scanners that I give away free, and you will upload each one of these one at a time, just the part that says like the TOS.MK up to here, just that part. You go to the top of the page where it says setup, you drop that down, and where it says it'll open up and it'll say shared items, open shared items. You open it up, and one at a time you control V in there, you preview, then you import it, and then you go back and do the next one. And you have to do this for all 5, and it won't change anything that you have in TOS, but what it will do is add to what you have already, and you'll have all my chart setups and all my scanners. And in the next lessons or so, I will show you how to use those scanners and go through each one at a time. Pretty much that's it for today, folks. I figured I'd give you about an hour, and I have, and it'll get better. I promise, as time goes on, this will get better and easier for me to do. And really, that's about it. Any more questions? Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. And with that, when this ends, I'll see you all back in the room. And AK-47 is live right now. If any of you have any questions for me, because I got to walk outside for a second, just leave them on the board, and I'll either answer them or get back to you on them. And another time will be announced, maybe either later or tomorrow, where we'll go on and go over some of the scanners. And I'm going to see if I can get this other chart worked out. I use a 6-in-1 charts, so a lot of times when I'm alerting to the board, I may not be trading a particular stock, but if it comes up on the scanner, I'm alerting it for you guys. It doesn't mean I trade everything that I actually alert. But my alerts are more than 90% credible. That's why Deck originally made me a moderator. And besides, you needed some chat police, right? Well, this is Active Trader signing off. Not filling in for anybody. I do my own thing, and I dance to my own music. Good Could be the same time tomorrow. I might just continue to do that and come in each day at around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Basement Guy. If any of you need a little bit more help, you can send me a private message. You know how to do that. On the side of my name, there's 3 dots. You can send me a private message. And if you need some other help, you can leave me, if you're in the United States or Canada, you can leave me your phone number and an email address, and I will get back to you. We'll set up a time that we can talk. Right now, I'm doing it for free. I'm not charging. You can see the arrows up and down on the actual stock. That's a Ttm Squeeze. So for all of you that have TOS, you can go into, like I showed you, you can go into up here. You can drop this down, type in Ttm Squeeze and Ttm Scalper, add them, and you will have what you're seeing. And it's, if you watch it for about a week, like even if you waited two minutes in the delay and you got in, you'd see you still would have made money. And if you got in when it tell you to go down after 1 minute, right there, that's why sometimes you have to wait, but you'll get to learn how the Ttm Scalper works, and it works off algorithm. And what you need to do as an individual trader is you need to feel like you're part of that stock, so you feel which way it's going. Plus, with the technicals and the fundamentals that we have, going back in chart history, we can always tell if a stock's going to hold its gains or it's going to give it all back. And these are things that are important to learn. All right, take a 5-minute break. I got to give the mailman a package. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Perfect timing. I also have an eBay business, and I had a couple of sales, and I had to hand off to the mailman. He just walked in. Okay, is there any more questions? Package is going out, not in. Like I do for deck on the board. Any questions? Pets. I was looking at that early. Let me take a quick look and I'll tell you. I gotta get out of one thing and go into another. Okay, that's that one. Trade. Let's take a look at pets. You know, pets. PTZ. Now, if I still have it in here, let's see if pets is still in here. No. So what I do is I put pets in my watch list. Then I can go across to the watch list, click on pets, and it's in the red. I don't think I would touch pets, and I pretty much don't deal much with stocks under $1. You know, if pets stays and holds its gains in this area long enough, if it gets over $1, it could run. But for right now, I don't know. I don't see it. Let's see. You see, it's come down. It's not running. It's wow. That's a dead cat bounce, huh? See, I wasn't watching this stock. This is a stock you might want to watch tomorrow or the day after because you know, dead cat bounce. Usually within the third day, they usually come back. How did I get out of there? Yeah, pets, I don't have it on here. Must be delayed. Looks awesome. Looks like it's updates. Okay, I think this thing went off because it doesn't look right on my stream. So I'm going to sign off with that, guys. I don't know what's missing, but I'm going to sign this off so you won't have a live stream in here. Okay. Can you still hear me live? Yeah, mainly I use the big chart. That I watch. So even when I'm going to use trade zero to do shorting, what I'll do is I'll have this large chart open to my left in my left monitor, and in my middle monitor I'll have trade zero, but I'll be watching it on my TOS because TOS has some of the best charts out there, bar any. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the best level 2, and that's the kind of thing that you're going to use from Lightspeed, or even E-Trade has great level 2 on their E-Trade Pro, and Trade Zero has decent. It'll show you the LU, what is it? LU, I don't know, lower, upper, lower, where it will actually go into a halt. How do I get the frequency of what updates? Are you talking from Thinkorswim? I'm not sure about the settings. If there are settings, then they would have to be in your setup, the same place that you were doing. You'd have to drop the setup button. Let me just see something. No, that's not correct. You would do, let's see if you can see this. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's see. I don't know if it's showing. All right, my chart live. If you see here where this star is, you open this up, and somewhere in here, you see it says show alerts, show studies, highlight, hoovers. Somewhere there's got to be something for here, time access. If you're not getting updates, it's somewhere in the chart settings through here. Okay, I'm not sure the exact setting. That's something that either we're going to have to find out from Thinkorswim techs themselves. I'm not sure. But you can also go on to Google, and you can Google that question, how to get ticker updates where they come more, like updating every second or so. I don't know why yours are not updating. I don't think I ever changed anything. Also, you need to check your computer to see how much your uploading speed is. Okay, that's a very important thing that people don't realize. So what you need to do to find out if your computer is putting out, I'm using 2 PCs. You need to open up another Google and go to speedtest.net and see what your upload and your download speed is. Because if it's been more than 3 years since you got a new modem, you need to go to your company and just update your modem. They do it for free. Show trade. Highlight studies on Hoover. Show orders. Price. Fit orders. Time frames. This is another thing. In here, you can change the color of your candlesticks. You can fill them in. I like my candlesticks filled. I don't like them empty. There's a lot of stuff you can get from your chart settings. You go into the star, that opens up, and go through one at a time. And you can find different things that you might not know about. I use on my laptop, I'm using an HP Envy. It's an Intel Core i7 8th generation. And my other one is a desktop that was built. It was built for a Forex broker. I bought it at the flea market from a friend for $300. There was about $2,000 worth of equipment in it. I even sold one of the cards in it that holds 6 additional monitors, and I left one card that'll hold up to 6 monitors. I also use Windows 10 Pro Professional. I have 3 23-inch monitors, and I have my middle computer, which is my laptop with a 17. It does just about everything I need. I could probably use, truthfully, I'd love to have 2 27-inch Curvex monitors, either on the bottom next to my laptop, and then put the other ones on top, and I'd have just what I really want. Right corner, click setup application settings, quote, speed, no delay. Very good. Setup, let me just see that. Okay, setup, application settings. That's it. I knew it was in there somewhere. System and quote. So go down to system. And mine is real time, no delay. That's where it is. I already had it, that's why. I have TCP orders disabled and save screenshots I have disabled. All the rest I have clicked. Very good, Erwin. Thank you. That's good, so I can help others who need that help. Whoever asked in the room, I guess they got it now. Daddy be trading, if he's reading that. In fact, let me put it to him so in case he's not watching. There you go. Thank you, Erwin. On the ball. The only thing I'd love to find out is how to get rid of the delay in YouTube and OBS Studio from when I talk to you, okay, and the amount of time before it comes out and you hear it. I'm always talking over myself because I'm wearing a headset. But I'm learning how to do that because I've never had to do that before. I always stop people from talking over me, and now I'm talking over myself. Spank me. Daddy be trading? Thank Erwin. He came up with it. Good. And Pete SS77 put a snapshot. Thank you. I would have done that, but I'm just doing so many things right now at the, and this is my first time live stream that eventually I'll get quick enough at this. We have any other questions on TOS that maybe you want an answer right now, even though we haven't gotten to it? Because through time, we are going to do a lot more. What a lot of people don't realize is you can go into your charts here, and you can change right here. You see where my mouse is? And you open this up, and you can actually go right here and set up a Fibonacci chart. So when this opens up, it turns into Fibonacci. So what we would do is we might look at the high of the day, which is 431. Let's say if we're going long and we hit that and we bring this down to the lowest point of the day. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to, for right now, just make it like 377. I don't know what it is. But if I looked and I checked out bets, and then I could see on a Fibonacci if I'm going long. Now, if I was going to go the other way, then I'll remove the drawing. I would start at the bottom of the day, 377, let's say, and I would bring it up to the high of the day. And that would be for shorting stocks. Also, with Fibonacci, another really good thing about that is, oh shit, I don't want to do that. Uh-oh, I used French. You can use Fibonacci in just what they call a channel. So you can do it, let's say, from here to here. So you can just set up Fibonacci in a channel where you're only watching, instead of the whole day or back in line period, you're just watching a certain section. So Fibonacci can be set up many different ways, depending on how do you want to utilize it. The thing about tools and Bollinger Bands and all that stuff is you don't want to do too many of them at one time. You need to find something that works for you and stick with it. And everybody does things differently. The idea is that we all get to the same place, and that's winning. And one of the things that I've learned through trading is that the biggest thing that we need to do, because we're going to lose, everybody loses, is you need to reduce that risk. And that's really important. And gamers look to win and get the highest score. And traders look to reduce risk. But gamblers, they look for profit. So you need to learn to trade like a trader and a gamer. So you're always looking to win, but at the same time, you're looking to reduce your risk. Not always worried about how much I'm going to get, but the fact that I do always get. How you doing, Sid? So, how does this sound for everybody? The sound's coming through okay? Figured out the humming noise, which was a fan I had in the back part of my room. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble now. I've been snooped in my own room. It's strange getting used to the fact that when you're talking, that within a few seconds you're hearing yourself again in the background when you're wearing a headset, because you can't have the sound coming through the background with a microphone. I don't know how Deck does it, because he can't have his own sound coming through unless there's some way to block that, which there probably is. I guess one of these days I'll figure it out. You know, it's a strange thing when you start streaming and you're using mute the stream. If you mute the stream, I don't understand. You'll have to explain that to me. Mute the stream. I don't know. I don't listen to the YouTube. I hear myself, but I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's coming from OBS Studio, if it's coming from the Yahoo, and if I mute the stream, then does that stop the streaming? I don't know what it does. I don't know much about this. It took me about a week and a half to figure out just to get to this point. This is not the simplest task. I'm using a TOS platform, but you start off, you have to open up Yahoo. And once you open up Yahoo, you have to go live in Yahoo. Once you go live in Yahoo, it opens up Yahoo Studio. Once you open that up, you have to get a code which you put into OBS Studio. Once you get into OBS Studio, you got to go back to Yahoo and you have to go to share, and it gives you another code, and you got to bring that code to OBS Studio, and then from OBS Studio you got to get a code that you put into Tradecaster in the live platform. So it's really an extreme. I don't know where my sound is coming from. Now, are you as confused as I was when I started doing this? I spoke with Sean Worrell, who's going to be live this afternoon on Friday, and I was trying to figure out the last part, how to get my screen live to you guys, and I thought he knew, but he didn't, and that's why I hope he gets it down today. But in trying to show him every move that I made, I figured it out. Who is watching Pets? Are we done with Pets? It's not live. Let's see. I wouldn't play with it. I'm going to go back to, okay, BBLG, number 1. And you got Zynga. It's just not doing anything right now. Right here. PSTI. Right now is in some sort of a bull flag. So definitely a stock worth watching. Hour. Not available for the float on Hour. Hour isn't a new IPO. How do we get back to where I was? Okay. I just put Hour on the chart. It should open up in a second. It's ripping. Wow. $10 target. $103,000. What's it gonna do? I just hate to chase a stock this late in the game, though it probably can run. It's got to get past 925. At this point, every 25 cents is a new leg. This stock should have been purchased at, according to the Ttm scalper. I can't get in there. Let's see. Hold on. I got to use the other mouse. At around, wow, about 735, 740. This thing really ripped. This is why I was afraid to chase it at this point. Anybody in it? See, what's it going to do? 880. Right now, it's got to hold $9. I don't even know what old support is because it's a brand new IPO. There's nothing on this stock. 870 is where you see the TTM. That was another leg, and that's where it said to buy in, was right there, which was correct. Now, if it holds $9, it could rip to the next, so it is still bull flagging at this point. This thing could rip. You've got about, the volume has dropped slightly. You've got about 85,000. There's the drop. There's the pullback. So if you look right around here at this particular, I gotta look on the other one because I can't see it. This, you got 113,000. The one before 137. The one before that was 200 and about 237,000. Where am I? Right here. See, above here, usually you see the volume, but I had to squeeze this all together, so I have to look on a different chart that shows me. The big one was 346,000 right here. That was 346,000 shares. So you can see, like right now, we're at about 150. The volume has gone down. Right now, you're at 109. Anybody live right now? Anybody in HOUR making money? You're in? Good. What price? $7.50? $8? You see, this is what happens when you go live. Everyone thinks it's great being either a moderator or going live, but a lot of times you miss a lot of trades because you're in the middle of doing something else, unless you're doing a live trade, which I really haven't been doing yet. Okay, guys, I'm not going to continue with the hour. Those of you that are in it know what you're doing. And what I'd like to do is either get back to the lesson or continue later afternoon and let you guys go on to do the trade, which you can catch live with either deck right now or 8K47. We all good?